Hello, everyone. Venture for Podsixclub, and I'm excited today because I actually managed to do it. I beat the bots, and I actually got one of these things. You know, just a regular old guy, and I managed to actually go through and score one of these. So, we're going to crack it open and see what it's all about. So, let's do that. Oh boy. Because this is a big box, yo. And from everything that I've heard, the unit is just as beefy. So let's try and get this out of the first shell onto the second box. Okay, now how does this box open? Ooh, it's over here. Never mind. Never mind. Big box. Bigger box inside. Well, no. Big box inside a bigger box. Oh, okay. Stuff up top. Tray of stuff on the side. But, oh, damn. There it is. Pulling it out with the cardboard bricks on the side. The padding. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. And now let's get that cover off. Oh. They got this thing wrapped nicely. And you know what? Fair enough. Ah, snap. There she is. That is a sizable console. Dear me. Okay. Now, what do we have in the side box here? Power cable. Naturally. Quick start guide. Other language quick start guide. HDMI 2.1 with nice bulky ends on there, but that should be fun. And yes, of course, the infamous stand. Does this thing swivel? Yeah, it does. So yeah, this piece there swivels, I guess, depending on the orientation as to whether it's vertical or horizontal. I think though, because of my setup, I'm going to end up having a rocket in the in the vertical setup. I'm going to have it standing on end because this is too big to fit into any of the cabinet units that I have here for my entertainment unit. So that's something. And what else we got? It's the controller. Of course, the fabled controller with all the fancy haptic feedbacks and as well the very new touted feature of the adaptive resistance triggers. So when you're actually going through and playing certain games, the most apparent for that nowadays, or right out the gate, would be Astro's Playground, I believe it is called, where you're going to be able to feel the texture of the different surfaces that you're going along, and as well feel like springs and stuff like that with the resistance on the trigger. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited to actually try that out. And I mean, it's size comparison time, right? So we got to see how this thing stacks up against other stuff. So, I mean, we've got a PS4 controller there just to see how that one is comparison to that guy. And I mean, you can tell right off the bat, the new controller definitely has more curves on the hand rests. So it feels right off the bat, yeah, definitely smoother in the hand. That's nice. I'm actually really digging this controller. And the way that they went through, obviously you can't see it on this, but the cross hatching pattern that they put on this with the button marks on there. So that is cool. And then for just to make sure that, let's see what that's like. Here is an Xbox One controller for comparison. Trying to get this all centered. So honestly, it's really reminiscent of at least the size and the curves of it. And then another one that you honestly don't see much in the way of comparisons for, but I got one kicking around, so may as well. Here's a Steam controller. And this is just a bulky monstrosity. I mean, I really liked what they did with the Steam controller, but it's kind of unwieldy, and I totally get it. Ended up getting one for me and my partner, and she's not a fan of it. So I basically just ended up adopting both of them and using them for various things from PC to, I mean, they work well enough with mobile. But anyway, I mean, the new PS5 controller, that should work with PC right out of the gate. And I'm sure that you would be able to manage to pair it with a Android device if you really wanted to as well. So yeah. Now, I didn't bring a tape measure because that would just be giving you out the measurements. That's not really like, hey, this is a comparison. How does that actually stack up against other things? So we're going to bring out the Reddit ruler and see. There you go. It's a little bit over a banana wide. And then height wise, that's like almost 2 bananas. One in like maybe 3/4 bananas, 4/5 bananas. Still, sizable lad. It's a lot of bananas. And then, I mean, if we want to compare it to some other things, how does it stack up against what you might be drinking when you're going through and trying to beat the damn thing or play the damn thing? Beat the damn games on the damn thing. Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Because, yeah, I am definitely hyped for Miles Morales out of this whole shebang. So, how many? So that's like 2.5 energy drinks tall. Yup. And damn, I'm looking forward to that game as well. But I'm going to be playing that on the PC. I got this primarily as an excuse, obviously, for the next gen games that are going to be coming out exclusive to this bad boy, but as well for the entirety of the PS4 catalog that I completely missed out on because I haven't had a console that's been current since like the PlayStation 2. And I mean, may as well. If you're going to have the guy, well, I mean, not these days, but I mean, typically when you'd be hanging out with friends, having a gaming night with some brews and pizza, well, it's a little bit over 3 beers tall. So, there we go. And I mean, since I don't have any like current consoles to compare it to, the closest thing that I can come up with is a Nintendo. And I mean, look how it dwarfs that. It's just gigantic in size compared to that. Though, in fairness, this is just a mini. But yeah, I don't really have much else to ramble on about this thing. It's huge. It's kind of gaudy. But I mean, if you're going to make this thing the centerpiece, and it honestly seems like that's what Sony's idea is for this. It's just going to be there. Live with it. Enjoy it. But the first chance that I get to swap out those side panels for some black ones, I'm probably going to do that. Though, honestly, looking at it, I think it would be really nice if the side panels were in like a dark blue, like a navy blue or something like that. Honestly, that would be kind of a throw. That, for me, would at least be reminiscent of the PlayStation 2. But that's it. That's all I got for now. All I have left to do now is hook this bad boy up and get cracking on the games. So I hope you have enjoyed this little tour through the unboxing, first impressions, and then obviously size comparisons for the PlayStation 5. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe, because I'm going to be doing nothing but dropping PS5 content onto the channel as soon as I can. So stay tuned for that, and I hope to catch you guys soon. I've been Venture for Podsixclub. Peace.